devotional thoughts with you today, and we have two readings that I'm going to share. Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 through 3, and then Isaiah chapter 50, verses 6 and 7. Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 through 3. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured from sinners such hostility against himself, so that you may not grow weary or faint-hearted. And then listen to the words of Isaiah chapter 50, verses 6 and 7, talking about the servant of the Lord, which is fulfilled in Jesus. I gave my back to those who strike, and my cheeks to those who pull out the beard. I hid not my face from disgrace and spitting. Let me read that again. Isaiah chapter 50, verses 6 and 7. I gave my back to those who strike, and my cheeks to those who pull out the beard. I hid not my face from disgrace and spitting. Speaking of the willingness that Jesus had to go through with being betrayed, being arrested, being beaten, being despised, being spat upon. And the book of Hebrews says that for the joy set before him, he endured the cross. Such great love the Father has for each one of us that he sent his one and only Son to endure that suffering for us. Jesus is the founder and perfecter of our faith, and it says, let us run with endurance. Sometimes we try to run the Christian life as a sprint, and we can only sprint for short distances. We can only sprint for a short time, but the scripture says, run with endurance. Run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, keeping our eyes on him. This passage makes us wonder, or makes us ask, what is the sin that so easily clings to you? What is the weight that you're carrying? What is the thing that's tripping you up? The scripture says, let us put all those things aside. Let us cast aside those weights and look to Jesus. He's able to carry your burden. He's able to carry those weights that you can't carry. And then it says in verse 3, consider him who endured from sinners such hostility against himself, so that you may not grow weary or faint-hearted. The key to not growing weary or faint-hearted is to continually consider the endurance of Christ, and that he is able to carry the weight. He is able to carry the burdens that we can't carry. Thanks, and God bless.